to laughter and long nights we left behind. We were young, wild under open skies, chasing horizons with open eyes. Now I walk along where we once ran, through streets that still hold the shape of our plans. The skyline feels like a friend I knew, holding the echoes of me and you.
disaster. I know why your mind is so dishonest. I see you and I fucked up like before. I'm surprised the 45 is loaded. You're really trying to blow my brains tonight. Fucked up on a Saturday. The vibes ain't right and the sex don't feel like love. I know that there's better days. The memories are gone, it's a beautiful disaster. Can't take heartache, but I don't think I'm ever getting past her. All day, I'll stay. You and me, a beautiful disaster. Always fighting till we go insane. Fuck all night until we don't feel pain. All day, I'll stay. You and me, a beautiful disaster. Oh, 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 oh. Getting past her. Oh, 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 oh. You and me, a beautiful disaster.
Girl, you always looking pretty with no makeup. Let me take you to the city before we break up. One more night, girl, we won't fight. I just want a little break from the hard times. Every day you gave me a flat run. You would say it's always a bad time. Anyway, I chase like the last time. How to break away when you were on mine.
Can't take heartache, but I don't think I'm ever getting past her. All day, I'll stay. You and me, a beautiful disaster. Always fighting till we go insane. Fuck all night until we don't feel pain. All day, I'll stay. You and me, a beautiful disaster. I've seen relics of kingdoms past and crowns of ancient kings. I've heard stories of distant lands, realms I long to reach. Your voice, it beckons me to go to worlds unexplored, to leave behind my home and wander.
I wish I could tell you that I want you here with me, but you'll never love me like the way we used to be. Too far from Saturn, lost in the patterns. Where's the stars aligned so we could be free? Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away.
This is not a phase, my dear. Time heals the moment, but our hearts were frozen, don't disappear. You were scared from not knowing, but I got a feeling that I'll be right here for the rest of my life. Just know that I'll give you love you'll never wanna share tonight. Tonight. But if the world isn't working the way that we found it when we were too young to love, our attention is running, 5 seconds is burning a hole in our racing hearts. I wish we could find the space, a great escape, where we could finally break the mold. If it's us that we wanted, happy after the fall. And I don't wanna change it all. 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 Life's been till the end. Tell me stories that I've heard 1,001 times before. I bet. Let me fall into your eyes all over again. I'll be right here for the rest of my life. Just know that I'll give you love you'll never wanna share tonight. Tonight. But if the world isn't working the way that we found it when we were too young to love, our attention is running, 5 seconds is burning a hole in our racing hearts. I wish we could find the space, a great escape, where we could finally break the mold. If it's us that we wanted, happy after the fall. And I don't wanna change it all. And I don't wanna change it all. And I don't wanna change it all. No, 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 no,
Saw you in a field of ice and snow, holding out your hand for me to go. Wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones that something here was bound to take me home. You said you don't know me well, but I'm your angel in white. I'll be close if you come, I'll be just behind you. You're not on the list, but I can get you inside. Use your mind, listen to my voices, I'll guide you. You give yourself all, but yeah, you don't wanna fight. If you do, I'm gonna bid you a hard cold goodnight. Baby, hang on to your ticket, you're doing alright. And if you don't trust it, hold it up to the light. you're not here, then I don't know. As above, as ever so.